All right, welcome everyone. My name is Annora Brennan. I will be coaching today from Basecamp Fitness, but we are in Dick's Sporting Goods here, and we're here for the Women's Sports Foundation. So let's get started. This is going to be a strength-focused workout. We're going to do 10 moves. We're going to do it 2 times through, 1 minute on, 15 seconds off. We're going to start with a great warm-up. All right, here we go. So starting with just some nice, easy, just go high knees, here to here. We want to make sure that our bodies are nice and warmed up before we get started. Everything today was going to be nice and body weight. So you don't need anything. If you want to add, there's one move that we can add a water bottle in. So if you do have some nice light weights, we'll give you those options as well. Perfect. From here, we're going to bring those legs out nice and wide. We're going to do some of these in our workout today, but right now we're going to start a nice, easy range of motion. Pushing that butt back, driving forward. My toes are facing forward. Nice, easy, wide stance. Doesn't need to be anything too crazy. Nice, guys. Keep this going. Core in nice and tight. Always thinking about those abs. They're the laziest muscles in our body. They don't want to do anything. We have to force them to put a little extra in. Good. From here, let's go into some butt kickers. So you're just going to go here, just hitting that heel as close to your tush as you can. If you're feeling good and you're feeling nice and warmed, you can add a little hop to it. But again, just that nice, easy stepping side to side is easy and good for us. Perfect. Now we're going to come here, just reaching side to side, warming up that upper body a little bit. I'm slightly tapping out to the side so you can see my foot coming out to the side as I reach forward. Again, my core is engaged. I'm not going over my shoulders, so if you have any shoulder issues, you're cool to just stay right here. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Deep breath in. Exhale. All right, we're gonna get ready to work. First move is going to be a good morning. So we're gonna push our hips back, hands at those ears, come up, and then we're gonna go right into a squat. Now, whatever range of motion feels good for you is good for us, okay? 1 minute on, 15 seconds rest. I'll show each move as we go. We ready? Let's do this. All right. Whoop. All right, we're on the next one. So here we go. Good morning. Push those hips back, drive it up to squat. So now we're in that work phase, keeping that core in nice and tight, driving those hips back. Modification, maybe I'm just here and then just pushing that butt back slightly. So notice that I'm hinging at my hip, chest is coming forward, coming back, little dip in those hips. Full range of motion, pushing it almost parallel to that ground, driving up and hitting it low. Now, we're not gonna go really fast at all today. Everything's gonna be slow and controlled, so we build up that strength. You only have 15 seconds left, and we're gonna go to that next movement. Last 10 seconds, stay with it. Always keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. All right, this one, we're gonna come down to the ground. We're gonna be in a tabletop position. We're going to extend one leg and one arm, bring it back, and alternate each side. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Reach it forward, bring it back. Reach it forward, and bring it back. This round, I want to stay right here. Second round, we might add a little crunch to it. Now again, thinking really about my core. Notice my toes are tucked, so I'm active and engaged in my legs. We're almost at the halfway point. If we're starting to feel like we could add a little extra to this, you can also lift your knees off the ground. Now I'm in a beast position. You're gonna notice that it's gonna take me a lot more balance and core strength to stay in that position. That is a lot, that's a big advancement. But again, just wanted to show you and give you that option. Maybe you run that through the second time through. Last 10. Don't forget to breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Now it's nice. Our next move, we're gonna come from a kneeling position. So we're gonna start right here. We're gonna step up, go down, go down. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. My chest is tall. I step, step, down, down. I'm gonna bring the other leg. Step, step, down, down. Now, if you're someone who doesn't like to go all the way down to your knees, I have an option for you. Come all the way up to stepping. Just step and step, just here. Nice and easy. And you're gonna just keep that going, okay? Or maybe you're gonna go into a nice little lunge, a little bend. So you have that option. Get-ups are just like doing stairs, right? So it's like you're stepping up on that stair. So if you don't like that Stairmaster at the gym, I understand it's pretty difficult. You can do these instead. They're also difficult. So, you know, I don't really know what you want, but we have options always. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, guys. All right, now we're gonna get onto the floor. We're gonna go into the upper body a little bit more. So we're gonna come down. We're gonna do a push-up. So you're gonna come down to the ground and up. Notice I was on my knees. Great way to start. Let's start there. You have that option for the toes. 3, 2, let's go. So give me one push-up and then come up to those toes, tap out, back to those knees, push up, here, up to those toes, tap out. Now if push-ups are in your wheelhouse, you can go all the way to the floor, come back up and tap, you can keep that going. I always like to do push-ups for my knees, especially the first time through, so that I maintain this really nice line from my hips up to my shoulders. Notice my elbows are coming slightly behind me, not out to the sides. Slightly behind, drive it up, come here, tap and tap. Keep that going. We got 15 seconds. Whew. You guys remember those tests we had to do in elementary school? Oh my God, push-ups. So difficult. I don't think I could even do a pull-up at that time. Whew. I can really only do like 2 pull-ups anyway right now. So I've only increased by like 1. Good. All right, come on up. Beautiful. Now we're gonna take our legs nice and wide. From here, just like that warm-up, we're gonna push it back to the side, drive it up. Push it back from the side and drive it up. And keep this going. Now, remember, range of motion is always our friend. So we increase it if we want more strength. We limit it if we're kind of beginners and we need that next step, right? So right here, you'll notice from the side, a little hip dip, or I come really deep. Chest is still up and driving it here. We're halfway through this. Keep it going. Remember to breathe, always. I know I'm talking this whole time, so when am I breathing? I don't know. You know, I've just learned to breathe and talk at the same time. I know. You should try it, guys. It's definitely a skill. We got 3. We got 2. We got 1. Awesome. All right, so you might notice a pattern, a little leg, a little arm. We're going back to those arms. So we're gonna set up here. Now I would love if you can lift those hips up a little bit right here, and then we're gonna tap them to the floor with a little bend and press. Tap and here. Now, full range of motion, maybe I lift those hips even a little higher, and here and up. So the lower my hips, the easier. The higher my hips, the harder in that dip, okay? So lots of options here. Now, if all of this is like, what is this crazy woman making me do? We can have those hands overhead and just squeeze like this. Notice my elbows are facing forward and just a little squeeze up top. Options, options, options. If my name wasn't Annora, it would be options. Yep, that's what it would be, because I am always here to modify for you and make sure that you can move your body and get the most out of your exercise today. Only a couple more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, guys. All right, now we're moving to thrusters. This is one where we could use our water bottle if you'd like to, okay? So if you wanna grab that puppy and here, and you wanna come down, and push that water bottle overhead, great. If not, you don't need it. Hands facing here. We're gonna come down and we're gonna turn those hands as we come up, like that. Ready? Let's go. Down and thrust. So now we're just taking that squat. We're just adding a little upper body to it. Now maybe you're like, Annora, my water bottle's not that heavy. Maybe I can do single arm. Heck yes, you can do single arm. And then switch it at the bottom. We don't even have to worry about counting. We're alternating every time. Now, if you're a mother and you have a child at home, you know what? If they start crying during your workout here today, you pick them up, you make them part of this workout. Happy baby, happy life, right? Ooh, I know it should be happy wife, happy life, but you know, we know that those babies, they take a lot out of us. We got last 10 seconds, let's keep it going. Now maybe you have a dog at home. Maybe you're a happy dog mom. You know, you got a little one, little chihuahua. Ooh, I'm sure he'd love to be lifted up overhead. You got 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, now we're gonna move into a little bit of some core strength. So legs are gonna be nice and wide, hand overhead. We're gonna reach here and tap out. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Reach and up. Reach and up. Now, you wanna make it harder? Keep that foot off the ground. Ooh, balance, 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 balance. Keep this going. Core is in super tight. Nice. Now we're gonna do half on one side, half on the other. You got 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, rest, other side. Now I have to tell you guys, sometimes as a coach, I'm not that great at looking at a timer. And right there and then, I was looking at you guys, and from the corner of my eye, I double checked on myself. Perfect every time. 30 seconds in, 30 seconds out. We got 10 more here. Remember advancement, keeping that toe off the floor. Core is in tight. And notice, I'm not trying to lean to this side. I'm trying to stay center the whole time. 3, 2, and rest. All right, guys, only 2 more moves, and then we're gonna repeat it. So this one, we're gonna have that one foot here. We're gonna hold, we're gonna hang in a lunge. 3, 2, and 1. Now, can I dip that hip a little lower? Ooh, that quad's gonna be on fire. Now give me a little check here. Can you wiggle your toes? If you can wiggle your toes, awesome, you're in a perfect position. If you can't, and you're like, what? How do you wiggle your toes? That means you're in your toes and your weight's not in your heels. So let's take it back and be able to wiggle those toes. You might need to come up a little bit higher, and that's okay. Some of you might be like, look, this is my lunge. You know what? That's a beautiful lunge, okay? I will take that lunge any day. So hold it here. Now we're doing a minute on this side. Next round, we're gonna remember that other leg, okay? Yes, I'm also making you have a memory game. Right now, this is my left leg forward. So say it out loud to yourself. That's how we have to remember, right? My left leg is forward right now. Maybe your right leg is forward. We'll switch it next time. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Now, I don't know about you, but that one got me. That one got me. All right, plank hold is next. So remember that plank from our push-ups? We can hold here. That's great. Maybe we extend one leg. Awesome. Maybe we can extend both. If you can, let's hold it now. We're in our minute. Now, right here, my elbows, hey, pushing back, but I want them to be soft. I don't want to be so locked out that I'm putting pressure into my joints rather than activating my muscles, okay? So shoulder blades are back and down. I'm tucked, I'm holding. Right here is an amazing plank. You're still gonna get that core. But remember what I said about our ab muscles. Lazy, lazy, lazy. So you gotta say, yo, work. We're working right here. So tuck them in, hold it tight. We got 15 seconds left. Whew. I hope you're having a good time, guys. I'm having a great time. I'm in Dick's Sporting Goods right now. There's a lot of cool clothes happening around me. People are shopping. It's a lot of fun over here. We got 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo! All right, give yourself a nice little round of applause, a little pat on the back. We are back to the top, only 15 seconds rest. We are back in it. Good morning to squats. Here we go. Legs maybe right a little wider than shoulder width here. Now push it back. Push it back, come up and drop it low. Perfect. Here, bring it up and drop it low. Perfect. Now, if you want to make this a little harder, ooh, I got your number. I got your number. We're coming down and then I'm sitting into it, standing up. Good morning. Squat low, drive it up. Now, knee issues, don't do this, okay? Takes a lot of focus on keeping and staying into your heels, okay? So you just stick with that good morning, come up, and then go to that squat. But if you're advanced and you're doing this workout and you're like, Annora, I need a challenge, woo, maybe you just go from here to here. These can sometimes be called froggers. I call them nightmares. Yep, that's what I call them. Terrible things, woo. Now, yes, I am a fitness instructor. I love it. I do it every single day. But there are moves that I don't like at all. And that might be one of them. Good, quick little rest, shake it out. All right, we're to those bird dogs. Remember, I told you we could add a crunch to this one. So let's try and add that this time. So shoulder blades back and down. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. We reach, I tuck it under. Reach, we're gonna stay on one side. Tuck it under. Reach. And you were like, hey, this is a strength workout. Heck yes, it is. I'm getting strength in my legs, my arms, and my core. How lucky am I? Three, 2, switch those sides. Now we reach it up. Reach. Notice I'm exhaling as I bring my arm and knee together. That's gonna give me that extra little crunch as I go. Keep this going, we got 10 more seconds. Now remember, if you remember that other one, ooh, a little balance. Maybe do that for the last 5 seconds. Oh, so good. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, now remember I gave you this little gift. We start from the kneeling position on this next one. Oh, catch that breath. You're almost there. You're almost there. Already in round 2. 3, 2, let's do this. We step, step, down, down. Step, step, down, down. Now, if you're one of those people who's like, Annora, I loved that first challenge. Can I have another? Of course you can. So we're gonna come down right here. We're gonna step. I'm gonna stay low in my squat. Down and down. Step up, stay low, down and down. Now, if you weren't feeling your quads before, you are feeling them right now. There's no way you don't. There's just no way. We're halfway through it. Now on this one, I have to really think about my abs. Here, here. Oh, I'm squeezing so tight. And then I'm back down and back down. That will prevent me from leaning forward or going back and losing my balance. Now, last 10 seconds, maybe you're like, Annora, I asked for too much. I asked for too much. We can go back right here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, shake those out. Now we're gonna go back to those push-ups with that tap and tap. So remember, we can always go from our knees. I'm gonna try and go to my toes, take a little challenge for myself this time. 3, 2, now my elbows are coming back, my chest all the way to the ground, and I'm driving up. Tap and tap. Drive. And up. Now, can I go crunch and crunch? Ooh, yes you can. Can you do that from your knees? Yep. Here. I didn't even lift up from my toes. What a magic trick, guys. What a magic trick fitness is. All levels, we can always make it work for you. All right, guys, I'm gonna go last 20 seconds, full push-ups with that little tap. I don't know about you guys, but this workout's getting me. Woo! We got 10 more seconds. When you get to the point when you're like shaking, you're like, oh, I can't do it. Just drop to those knees. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, shake it out. All right, now we're back to those statics. So legs are wide. I'm gonna push that hip back. Ready? 3, 2, and go. Reach and up. Now, if you wanna add to this one, maybe we add a little reach and up. Reach and up. Now the Olympics are on, guys. I ask my classes this all the time. What would be your sport? If you were in the Olympics and could have any skill you could, what would be your sport? One of mine, speed skating, right? Look at this. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. I was a big fan of that Apollo Ono. I put that little like patch right here and I was all about it, guys. We're reaching 20 seconds left. Keep this up. Remember, we're pushing that booty back. Remember, we're modifying with less range of motion. Yeah. Also, figure skating would be amazing, but like, even if I was talented, I know I'd be terrible. Like there's just no, I'm not a dancer. Like this is my dance move wherever we go. Just the Running Man, because I'm a fitness instructor. Duh, right? All right, rest. Ooh, I know, I get really chatty, guys. Just happens. We're gonna go dips. Okay, so maybe we try and lift those hips a little bit. Maybe, ooh, we extend those arms. We're up, let's do it. Dip and up. Now my legs are fully extended. But notice my range of motion, not big. I'm still targeting them, right? Our triceps are tiny. They're tiny little things over here, right? Now again, more support or maybe higher hips. Dip and drive. Dip and drive. Modification. Look how little my hips are lifting. That's it. Remember, we can always go, you know what, this is it. I want to play a little Dream of Genie right here. Awesome. Do you guys remember that little thing? Oh, so good. I also remember playing in pools and you do like the tea party, you know what I mean? You guys are still working, by the way. I'm just taking rest because I'm tired, you know? All right, keep it going, keep it going. We're here, we're dipping and we're driving. We're dipping, we're driving. 3, 2, and woo! Shake them out, shake them out. All right, thrusters. This one, I'm gonna take this water bottle. I'm gonna get a little extra work and I'm gonna go single side, halfway and halfway. If you wanna join me, grab that water bottle and let's do this. You got that kid? Grab that kid. You got that puppy? Grab that puppy. Got a cat? Love cats. Currently have a stray cat named Romeo who lives behind our house. And yes, I did buy him a cat bed. And yes, we're going. Sorry, I didn't say 1, 2, 3, go, but you saw me moving. We're good. But yeah, so these owners of our house, they had a cat. His name is Romeo. He's a stray cat. He just lives outside. He's pretty great. But I also don't think Romeo's a boy. I think Romeo's a girl. So they kind of lied to us, but it's okay. Now we just call him Roams because he roams around our house and it's cool. We just call him kind of, you know, just roams. The cat. We don't know if it's a girl or a boy. But he's super cute. He protects our house and we're all about it. So that's my cat story. I hope you enjoyed it. And we got 10 seconds left, guys. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Nice job, guys. Okay, we are now into that core section. Okay, so we're gonna go into these guys. 3 more moves, guys. 3. That is it. All right, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. I don't even know why I dropped my water bottle, because we could go like this. Now, a cat in one arm would be a lot. A kid in one arm would be a lot. But maybe you got that kid here and you're just kicking them in the tush a little bit. You know? Discipline, I don't know. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Just here, guys. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, other side. Using that water bottle. Now remember, you can get really fancy with this. Maybe practice your figure skating skills. But did you guys see that Nathan Chen one? Oh my God. What an amazing skater. Oh. Now, I know you guys are probably like, this girl really doesn't need any friends. She's pretty cool just talking to herself. Yeah, that's how it was when I was a kid. Yeah, happens. I guess that's what makes good fitness instructors, right? Just playing with my Barbies, having a good time. Okay, lunge hold, remember the other leg. I had the left leg forward. So see, now I'm teaching you guys memory skills, okay? So now we're down, hold that core and hold. Now, as we get close to the end of the workout, just a little spiel. Memory is a big thing for me as I'm falling over. I studied aging. So I have a master's in gerontology. I love to work with older adults. It's one of my big passions. Currently, I'm working for Basecamp Fitness, and we get close to the end of our workout here. We have an amazing thing at Basecamp where we do charity rides. We are raising money for the American Heart Association coming up on the 26th, so next Saturday. We would love to have you guys come and hang out with us. It's a free class. You get to see what Basecamp is all about. We're all about community, celebrating, having a good time. I speak like this in classes. Yes, I'll ask you random questions like, what are your 5 favorite foods while you're sweating on a bike and like doing all this stuff? And yes, I do expect an answer. So it's really fun. We have a good time. We celebrate. And there's gonna be lots of cool stuff. So check us out if you can. We have made it to the last move. Oh, give me a little dance. Give me a little dance because we're holding for a plank for a minute. All right, here we go. Now, remember, you can have your feet on the ground. You can be like, you know what? This is a really nice plank. You know, you can make it that. It's okay. Here we go. 1 minute. We're up. Now, if you prefer forearms, I'm cool with forearms. If you prefer this little sphinx pose, you want to be one of those like Egyptian statues, cool. I had no comment after that, though I do love the animated film Prince of Egypt, and I do really love the song that Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston sang, and I do really love the VMA's performance of that song. So maybe I wanted to be a sphinx my whole life and I just didn't know it. Keep it going, guys. We got 20 seconds left. And yes, I should be paid by just the number of words I say in one class, because I would be a billionaire. I would. I really would, guys. Keep holding. I can't even land. I'm literally holding this whole time. Oh, I usually give up halfway through. We got 3, we got 2, we got 1. Oh my goodness. We did it, guys. Oh, amazing job. We're still gonna do a quick little cool down because I'd be a terrible coach if I just didn't let you cool down for me, okay? So, toes together, knees slightly out. We're gonna stick our booties back. We're gonna reach our arms forward. Now, child's pose, yes, it's a rest, but it is also a stretch. So, we're going to reach those arms forward, push that booty back, and push that chest down. Now, you notice I have my fingertips on. That'll help you get you a little bit bigger of a stretch into those lats. Deep breath in. Exhale. Amazing. Come up into that tabletop. Shoulder blades back and down. Curl it up into that cat. Pretend you're Romeo. Wow. Good. And then exhale. And I don't know why this is a cow. Do you guys know? I don't know. I don't know if this cows just hang out like this. Does this look like a cow to you? I don't know. I'm also really, okay guys, this is a real big side note. Just keep this going. But I just bought a convertible beanbag chair that is cow print. It's all faux fur. I'm a vegan. Don't get at me about that, okay? But I'm so excited. My husband and I, we are redecorating an apartment, and this is my one thing that I can have. I got a teal couch and I got a cow printed beanbag. Everything else he just poo-poos because he's like, you're crazy and you're just too much for me. Okay, guys, sit on your tush for a second here. Let's get into that butterfly position. Oh, shoulder blades back and down. Woo. Okay, now we're here. Press that chest slightly forward. Push down onto those thighs. I did this in like dance class. Also a terrible dancer, but you know, side notes, all side notes here. Just hoping that you become my best friend. That's really all it is. I just say enough facts and hopefully one of them you're like, you know what, this girl's pretty cool. Maybe I'll come and check out her class. That's all I want, guys. That's all I want. Deep breath in. Okay, now cross those legs, hands here. I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to think of something that you are superbly grateful for today. For me, the opportunity to meet some new people, even virtually, even though I don't see your faces. But if you met me through this and were like, you know what a cool gal. What a win for me today, okay? I hope you have something great. Thank you so much for the Women's Sports Foundation, for Dick's Sporting Goods for having me here. Please check us out, Base Camp Fitness in Pasadena. We would love to have you for a free workout and come and hang out with me. Thank you, guys.